100th video, so let's do something a little different. Let's talk about my guitar collection. I thought it might be nice to show you what's lurking in all the cases back there, and talk about some of the stuff you've seen on the channel, some of the stuff you haven't seen, some that you will see hopefully in the year to come. So yeah, well, let's talk about the electrics first. So this is my first real guitar. I don't want to say that. It's the oldest guitar I have. My first guitar was a 1977 Ibanez Les Paul copy, which I sold to buy a Strat in 1992. I didn't like that, so I got this. This is a 1990 Ibanez RG550. I've had this since I was a sophomore, between my sophomore and junior year in college. So yeah, 1992. Originally it was painted solid black, and I had it repainted recently, as a matter of fact, by my tech. Shout out to Chris. And you can see it's got some nice light relicing on it. He did a superb job with the light relicing on it. I have a joke that relicing is the stolen valor of guitar players, but he offered and I couldn't resist. So the colors are an ode to Steve Vai's Green Meanie. Vai's one of my favorite players, and yeah, so that's the reason for the white pickguard as well, and also the zebra stripe pickups, which are all evolutions. When my tech did the job on this earlier this year, I ordered a set. Well, not a set, you can't buy sets, but I actually had to look pretty hard to find that single coil Evo. But these are all evolution pickups. You can see that was the original color of the guitar, that black headstock. It survived a real bad neck snap. It was under a bed in Colorado for a long time, and the temperature changes just ate it apart, or ate it to pieces, just bent it, and really it snapped bad. But luckily to get that fixed, I took the tone knob off, replaced the original with a speed knob and DiMarzio clip lock straps, which I have on almost all my guitars. Yeah, she's awesome, really awesome. All right, so the next guitar I got was this. After I got out of college and had some money to spend, the place where I used to hang out in college, the local guitar shop, had this one in stock for I think a year or so while I was still in school, and could never afford to buy it. And as soon as I could, I bought it. And this is a I think it's a 94 Strat Plus. So you should look these up. These are an amazing run of guitars. So they came, this one came with the blue, silver, and red lace sensor. It's got an incredible trem on it. You can see it says Floyd Rose right there. And this is what's called the Fender Deluxe trim. It's some kind of deal they did with Floyd Rose. I think the guy's name was Mark Blanda, who developed this bridge. Really great. You can get a lot out of it without it going way too far out of tune. It's real smooth, and it's got the LSR roller nut in there. You can see it's got those little bearings in there. You can see that. Schaller locking tuners, super awesome. So you can just pull the string through and clamp it down. Don't have to wind. Last year, I think it was last year. Yeah, I think it was last year. I had the pickguard replaced, same kind of tortoise shell, but I had it custom cut, so I had the tone knobs taken off. I'm not a big fan of tone knobs. I kept the original one. I probably should replace this with something whiter. It's all yellowed out from years of, whatever. But super awesome guitar, really well broken in. Probably the best sounding guitar that I have. Love this custard kind of color. So that's my 94 Strat Plus. All right, so the next one I got was from my same friends where I went to college. They had this guitar in stock. I think just after I left. The two guys that worked in that store both played BC Rich Assassins. So that's what this is. This is a BC Rich. and it's an incredibly cool guitar. It's got a beautiful top on it. Let me get my phone light here. You can see that tiger stripe maple is really nice. And I got this, I think, in 90. The Strat I just showed you, I got, I think, in 96, and I got this in 96 also. So I had the pickups changed out. This is a tone zone, and for years I had this as a cavity. I wasn't even using it, but this year I had my tech put a Air Norton in here. I think the speed knobs came with it. I think that came stock with speed knobs. It's got a Floyd on it. Yeah, 24 fret ebony fingerboard, no fret markers, really cool, just a beautiful guitar. I'm not crazy about the neck. Now that I kind of look back in retrospect, I'm not super crazy about the neck, but it's all right. It's very playable. Sounds great, cool guitar. So that's my, what year is this? It's either a 95 or a 96 BC Rich Assassin. All right, so this next one is probably my favorite one, if I had to pick. I don't know, but I really love this guitar. I'm a big Van Halen fan. I might do some Van Halen on the channel one day. And this is the classic Super Strat, right? And this is a Strat, right? But it's, as you can maybe see there, I think it's reversed. This is a Japanese Strat. And this one is from 1985. I found this on eBay in 2000 and I don't remember the year I found this on eBay, somewhere in the mid 2000s. I think I paid $1,000 for it. And as soon as I got it, I had the pickup replaced with the Tone Zone. No, PAF Pro. This is a PAF Pro. My favorite pickup is a PAF Pro. Love PAF Pros. And I had the D-Tuna. I put the D-Tuna in, but my old tech put that PAF Pro in. Coil tap, one knob, no tone knob on this, no pick guard on this. Just absolutely awesome. I also had my old tech take the finish off the neck. I do not like finished necks. So you can see that that neck is unfinished now. Feels real good. Rosewood fingerboard. Yeah, just a fantastic guitar. The trem is not floating, by the way, so you can't pull up on it in true Van Halen style. So just a great guitar, sounds amazing, original paint, you know, just a wonderful, wonderful guitar. And I wish I had more of these, but at least I got one. And yep, and as usual, DiMarzio clip lock strap. So yeah, 1985, made in Japan, Super Strat. All right, so this is a 1993 Strat Plus. It's 1 year older than the other yellow Strat that I showed you. Now this one is much more yellowed. I think that's because the person that had this guitar, I didn't get this one new. I got this one secondhand in 2017. It might have been early 2018. So it was already quite old by then, and it wasn't in great shape. So it had the same pick guard as my other one, same pickups as my other one, but just last month, November 2022, I had a new, this is a Fender crushed pearl pick guard, and Seymour Duncan Alnico 2s. I had those put in because I wanted, I've been looking at the Richie Kotzen Strat because I love the white and kind of yellow color combination with the white pickups. And then I realized, you know, I don't need two exact same Strats. So I ordered the Alnico 2s. I was inspired to do that by Nick Kershaw's old guitar tech. What's that guy's name? He made all the guitars for Nick. Anyway, he said these were the most Stratty of all Strat pickups, and I wanted a vintage tone for this. There's some stuff I want to do for the channel that I think would be cool to have a real classic Stratty tone. So it has the same LSR roller nut, same Schaller locking tuners as the other one, and that same awesome, crazy cool Fender Deluxe bridge. I kept the knobs on this. I thought it would be nice to keep the knobs. I just bought new knobs and a new switch cover. when I got this back from my tech with all the other, with the pickups and the pickguard in. So it looks great. He took all the screws out and replaced all the screws with new screws. He's amazing, man. My tech, he's just so great. So shout out to Chris. And yeah, I think it looks amazing. I'm absolutely in love with the way this guitar looks. Haven't played it since I got the pickups in it. I've been just doing other stuff, but got a big break coming up here for Christmas, so definitely going to be doing some stuff on this one. Hopefully, getting it on the channel. But just I hate to I hate to big up myself here, but I think I made a pretty good choice here, at least aesthetically, with this one. It's just one of the coolest looking Strats that I've ever seen, and I'm really very fortunate and happy that I get to own this. So yeah, what is this, a 1993 Strat Plus. There we go. All right, the next one, we take a big leap forward to 2017. I've had many JEMs and got rid of them all except for this one. I don't know why I got rid of them. I guess I just never really loved the ones that I had. I had a 10th anniversary JEM. I actually had 2 of those, but they're just too pretty to play, and I don't know. I think there's a level of just weirdness. Like, I don't know. Some guitars are just too pretty to play, and I don't know. So I got rid of all my JEMs except this one, which I absolutely love. I love everything about this. This is a 2017 FP2, JEM FP2, Floral Pattern 2. So what they did on this is they took a piece of cloth, and no two are alike. They all have a different section of the cloth, and they did some magic to make it sit on the guitar. And they did this originally with the blue ones, the FP ones, which are pretty cool. And oh, I just realized that trim bar is all nasty looking. I need to look at that. Probably need to replace that anyway. So I just love this. I think it's just the most cool, beautiful looking guitar. It's great to play. The neck is just so fast. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the all-access heel joint here, which I can't understand why. I've never seen a JEM, of all the fucking JEMs, to not have the all-access heel joint. It had to be this one. But it's all right. Scalloped frets, of course. Evo 2 pickups, all stock, really. I wish the trim was black instead of silver, but you know, what are you gonna do? I replaced I always replace the knobs. These are speed knobs, but I blinged them out. Look, these are blinged out speed knobs. I got these little fake rubies or whatever those are supposed to be. Some little fake little piece of plastic in there or something. But they even did it on the headstock. It's just way cool. The neck is just incredible. You know, Ibanez necks are just untouchable. And I absolutely love this guitar. I don't play it so much anymore. I don't really know why. I mostly play acoustic these days, really. But this one, I'll never ever get rid of this one. I love this guitar. DiMarzio clip locks. I got a red one on this. I think that looks pretty slick. So yeah, 2017 Ibanez JEM FP2. Super awesome. Next is a 2019 RG550M. It's one of the Prestige model RGs. It's not a J-Craft. Those are the super high-end ones. I tend not to like them. I think they're they're too nice, those J-Craft ones. But this one I absolutely love. The day I saw it in the store, I had no intention of buying a guitar that day, but I was there with my wife, and I think we either just gotten married or we're just about to, and she's just like, get it. So I got it. It's the only guitar I have with a maple fingerboard, and it's got a really beautiful, I don't know how well you can see just how beautiful that fingerboard is. It's some kind of, it's something a little different than usual. Put my phone on there, I don't know how well you can see that, but super awesome fingerboard, and it's the fastest neck of any guitar that I've ever played. I don't know what it is, but the fretwork is impeccable. The neck is just out of this world. Don't know what that is in there, Berbinga or something, but just the fastest neck that I've ever felt. Just incredible. 24 fret, of course, loom inlay dots up here, which is cool. I've only got one guitar with the loom inlays. The really nice binding and the contrast of the colors with the blue. It's called Frozen Ocean is the color that this is called. Contrasting with that brown on the back with the cream binding. It's just an unbelievably beautiful guitar. And I'll put my phone on here so you can see this finish, and you can see the sparkle in there, right? It's just unreal. Frozen Ocean, what an apropos name for this thing. Really, really great. It doesn't have an original edge, unfortunately. I think this is the low pro edge, which is fine. I prefer the original edge, but this is also a great trem. Speed knobs were standard, and it's got Fishman Fluence pickups, and each pickup has a little switcher. Well, there's one switcher here, but what it does is, obviously a three-way switch, but it's got two voicings. Each pickup has two voicings, kind of a classic and a modern humbucking sound. Great guitar. I used it on one video, I think, for You Might on the channel. All access heel. You can see there, Ibanez Prestige. Beautiful guitar, and heavy. It's got some weight to it, which I really like that. I like them heavy, I like them light, but if they're going to be heavy, let's make them heavy. So yeah, 2019 Ibanez RG Prestige 5120M Frozen Ocean. Absolutely fucking awesome. All right, next up we have a 2013 Washburn N4. This is the Nuno Betancourt signature. I'd have a hard time not saying Nuno's my favorite guitar player. If you ask me who my favorite guitar player is, he's right up there. I absolutely love that guy. I never had gotten my hand on one of these guitars before in the shop that I used to do business with here. I still do a little business there. They had one in, it was used, and when I picked it up and felt the neck, I bought it on the spot. So this is in Padauk. The wood is Padauk. I don't know how to quite say that. 2013. It's one of the high-end ones. There's a N2, I think. That's the more mass-produced one. So this is the real good one. It's got a Floyd on it. It's a floating Floyd, which is cool. You can pull up on it. Single knob, true Eddie style. The one thing I don't like about it is the pickup knob down here, is the pickup selector knob down here, because sometimes what happens when I'm sitting, it flips from the down to the up. So I tried to have it go sideways, but it wouldn't work. Ebony fingerboard, I'm pretty sure it's an ebony fingerboard. 22 frets, I really prefer 22 frets over 24. I think that's probably why I don't play I got rid of my gems and I don't play them or the RG that much anymore. I much prefer 22 fret fingerboard. The reverse headstock is just too cool for school. Really nice. I also replaced I'm trying to think. I replaced this one. I did a video for What the Papers Say with this guitar on my channel, and it just sounds like shit. I need to redo that video, and it turns out the pickup was a dud. It was a Duff pickup, and I replaced it with, of course, a PAF Pro. This is still the stock one, the Seymour Duncan 59, and it had a Bill Lawrence L500 in here, and it sounds 1,000 times better now with this PAF Pro. Yeah, and the thing that is just the greatest about this guitar is that Stevens cutaway here. I've never seen any other guitar with this Stevens cutaway. I don't know why, but it is unbelievable. The thing is that it's very thin, so there's like a big cutaway here. Like you can see, right, how deep that is. It's like it's well over an inch, and you can get and I have giant hands, right? I can get way up in there completely comfortable. It's the best guitar for playing leads that I have. And if I was doing, if I was in a band, I would use this. If I 100% hands down, like this would be the guitar I would go to for doing any rock stuff that has a lot of lead playing in it. This is the guitar for that. Yeah, it's just awesome. I love it. It's too cool. I wish I had a bunch more of these just so I could look at them and you know how it is with guitars. But one's enough, don't need two. So 2013 N4 Padouk, however you say that. I don't like the big N4 sticker that you get on the ones that have that. I'd rather have the natural finish ones, but they have that damn N4 decal, which I really hate, so went with this one. Very happy with it. Super awesome. All right, next up is my 2021 PRS Custom 22. This one's been on the channel quite a lot because I've been doing a lot of Nick stuff, and I was inspired to buy this by Nick Kershaw. I sold a lot of guitars last year. I had 25 guitars. I think now I'm down to 18. All the money I took I put back into buying guitars, and this was one of them. It's really expensive, and I think I had to sell like 3 guitars just to have enough money to buy this one. But I can see why it's so expensive. I am completely sold on PRS, and I think if I buy any more guitars, legitimately, I don't need any more guitars. There's just absolutely no reason to buy any more guitars. You know, I have a family, I have other priorities now, but if I ever have the money, I would buy another PRS. Just unbelievable. So it's all stock, 8515 pickups. The trem is revolutionary. You know, I how Nick gets a lot of those sounds he gets, because I mean, I'm a big whammy bar dude. I mean, I'm a Steve Vai and Satriani fan and a Van Halen fan, but the whammy bar on this is, I don't know, it's some kind of magic. It's the greatest whammy bar that I've ever used. It wouldn't work for playing a lot of stuff, I think, like, especially Vai, and probably not for Satch, but for the Kershaw type stuff, if you want to do Jeff Beck. I'm not a big Beck fan. I like Jeff Beck, but I don't really listen to Jeff Beck. But whenever I pick up a guitar, electric guitar these days, it happens. I always go to this one now. Mostly, I think, because I'm doing so much Kershaw stuff on the channel. But yeah, it's all stock. The only thing that I did, the day I got it, I took it to my tech. In fact, I had it shipped to his house, and he took the finish off the neck for me. I couldn't get one that was unfinished, and I had him reshape the neck. So at the same time, he had my N4, and he measured the N4 neck and shaped the PRS neck to the N4, and then he stained it after he reshaped it and took the finish off. So you can see, you know, quite clearly that it's not the same, but it was cool that he restained it. And yeah, I mean, I don't need to do a commercial for Paul Reed Smith. This is purple charcoal burst, or purple violet burst, or purple charcoal burst, I think is what it's called. Super awesome. It's not a 10 top, but that's fine. You know, I'm not in an arms race with anybody. I really love this. I really wanted a cherry charcoal burst, but I couldn't find one. That was a custom 22. The custom 22s are getting very hard to find. I don't know if they make them anymore. I think this might have been one of the last ones they made. This is a 2021 production custom 22. So if you can find a custom 22, fucking do it. Hands down, just 10 out of 10. Paul Reed Smith, just fucking amazing. And the last electric that I bought was early, I think it was early this year. So I've done some Adamant stuff on the channel. So Marco Peroni, I would easily put him in my top 5. I'll do a top 5 guitar player video one day. He's definitely in my top 5. Certainly the first guitar player I ever fell in love with when I was a kid. And he plays Les Paul Juniors. I don't like Juniors, I don't like the way they look, but I do like the way that Specials look, especially the TV yellow. So this is a 1980 all stock, as far as I know, Les Paul Special. And it's pretty beat up, which I really like. I think I would like it less if it was in good shape. And yeah, I got it real cheap. I think I paid US maybe $700 for this. And it's fantastic. I'm shocked at how much I love it. The neck's a bit bigger than what I would like, but the type of stuff that I'm going to do with this would just be ant covers, and for that type of stuff, it's fine. I'm not ripping any leads on this thing or anything, but I love it. It's really light. That's the thing that I'm just mostly was shocked about when I got it, was how light this thing is, because Les Pauls are heavy, but this is not. It's very thin, but super cool color. I think the lights I'm using are making this look brighter than it actually is, but it's got that classic TV yellow, just unbelievably cool. And yeah, so I don't know if I'll buy any more electrics anytime soon, so this might be the last one for a long time, but super, super cool. So those are all the electrics, and then we'll come back and talk about the acoustics. Before we do the acoustics, I forgot that I have a bass that we should talk about. This is a 1982 Aria Pro II. I don't know a lot about basses. I know this is not an expensive one, but from what I have read, they seem to be well regarded. It's great for what I want to do. I'm not really a bass player. I can play bass like on pop bass songs and stuff, but I can't do like the Mark King, you know, that kind of stuff. So I'm going to learn how to do that one of these days. That's on my list of things to work on over the next year. Beautiful, just a great looking guitar. I got it secondhand, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago, and neck through, real heavy, of course, and just a great, I like it, you know. I'm sure that purists are probably telling me there's a lot better stuff out there, and I know there is, but for what I want to do, yeah, look, it's great. So a 1982 Aria Pro II, super cool bass guitar. This is a 2013 Composite Acoustics wine red carbon fiber cutaway. This is not one of the PV models. This is after, or sorry, this is a PV model. This is after Composite Acoustics were sold. Got it secondhand in 2016, I don't even know. Beautiful guitar. I love carbon fiber acoustics. There's great headstock, great color. If I throw my phone on this, you can really see the color of this. If I can, there we go. So you can really see how nice and red that is. Great pickup in this thing. I think this is a Fishman. It's got a tuner in it, great EQ, really comfortable, got a great big ass cutaway back here. It's almost a bit like that Nuno cutaway, and you can really get up high. Really comfy neck. Out of tune. It sounds okay. Not my favorite, but I should kind of get, I think I'm either going to sell this. If anybody wants to buy it, let me know. I'll make you a deal. But if I don't, I'm gonna maybe just try and give this thing another shot and see how if I can get back into it or not. But it's a really great guitar. I love CAs. You'll see a couple more in the video later. But yeah, 2013 Composite Acoustics GX in wine burst. Super cool. Super, super cool. This is a 2013 Taylor GS Mini. These are kind of a dime a dozen. This one's Koa. I really like it, and I think it's Koa. I'm pretty sure it's Koa. I bought this in the Netherlands, and I bought it because I was on the road for about 10 years until the events we'll not name, and being on the road for 200 plus days a year, you need a guitar. So this was perfect. It's a small guitar, but it doesn't feel like a small guitar, and it's tuned to pitch, so there's no like, you know, minor third up or anything like that. Yeah, just a standard little Taylor acoustic Mini. I've had some other Taylors. I sold them all. I've gone fully carbon now, except for this. Cool bridge on this, by the way. It's got some kind of nice blended colors there. But yeah, great guitar. Highly recommend a GS Mini if you're looking for a perfect travel guitar. It comes with a great gig bag. So 2013 Taylor GS Mini. This is a 2007 Composite Acoustics Legacy. It's before they were sold to PV, and it has a couple of interesting things I'll tell you about. First is it's got an unfinished body. It's like a raw finish, and I love it. I absolutely love it. The back here also has the same raw finish. Just fantastic. Really, really fantastic. You don't get that slippery feel of it. I haven't. It's probably way out, but it sounds phenomenal. These early, like from early 2000s, before they were sold to PV, these guitars are, if you can get one, if you can get an old Composite Acoustics Legacy, buy one. They're loud, they're incredible. They're absolutely incredible. I'll never get rid of this guitar. The reason I don't use it on the channel is because it doesn't have any fret markers. And I don't want anybody complaining that they can't figure out what I'm doing. So I would have used this probably as the primary guitar. I don't know, the black one we'll get to that you always see is really awesome. But this is a great guitar. It's got, I think it's got a pickup. Yeah, the inside here there's the volume and I don't know, maybe presence or something. So it's a pickup in there that came stock. I'm not crazy about this tribal inlay or the tribal inlay here. That's very kind of turn of the century kind of douchebag kind of stuff, but you know, I don't give a shit because it's a fucking great sounding guitar. The only downside is that the fret work is not great, and I need to take it to my tech and get these frets. Yeah, now as I rub my hand across here, I can feel them just chewing my fingers apart. So that's another reason I don't play it a lot. I just never got around to getting these frets fixed. So now that I've remembered to do that, I'll take that over to Chris here when he gets back from Christmas break and get these frets done. But 2007 tribal Composite Acoustics Legacy, just incredible. Love this guitar. So another carbon fiber guitar. All my acoustics are carbon fiber except for the GS Mini. This is a 2021 custom Emerald Guitars X30. The reason I don't put this on the channel, again, it doesn't have fret markers. I bought this before I started my channel. Had I had some foresight, I would have included the fret markers. Yeah, look, there's no words to tell you how great Emerald guitars are. They feel better than any instrument, any guitar, acoustic or electric, that I've ever put my hands on. Go watch some of their videos. So this is a jumbo in red carbon. They offer all sorts of crazy overlays or veneers you can put that look like wood, but I'm not into that. So beautiful headstock, killer high quality Goto tuners. One thing that I had them do on this one is I had them take the finish off the neck. So if you look, you can see there's kind of the shiny finish there against the satin of the neck. You can see that line right there. So that was one of the custom things that I had done. It's got a Crevo humbucker and the Graphtec Ghost pickups. So what's interesting about this is there's 6 piezos. Piezo, I'm not a big fan of piezos, but I thought it was cool, so I got it. And these are fully adjustable, so you can adjust the intonation, which is unusual for an acoustic. Offset sound hole. Inside here are the volume controls for each pickup, right? I kind of wish I'd gotten them on top, but they don't look as aesthetic, so this is fine. So it's got a single output jack. It's got a battery in here for the piezos, I guess. Beautiful, beautiful, wonderful instrument. It's a jumbo, so it's a little bit bigger than I kind of wish I hadn't gotten the jumbo, because I have another Emerald you're about to see that's not a jumbo, and I like it a lot more. But I do need to get some time on this. I just been so busy doing my channel that I haven't really sunk my teeth into this. It's been, you know, I spent a lot of money on a guitar that I have neglected sorely. But yeah, wonderful instrument. I'm thinking about selling it and getting another one, but a smaller one. But I don't know. It is a great guitar, and I do need to spend some time with it. But yeah, 2021 Emerald Guitars X30 in red carbon with a Crevo humbucker and Graphtec Ghost piezos. Yeah, very, very cool. This one I did a new Guitar Day video for. It's only one of 2 videos on my channel that are not instructional videos. So it's a 2022 custom Emerald Guitars X20. So it's their dreadnought style body, and this one's in a custom color. I asked very nicely for this after I saw it in another one of their guitars they built. It's kind of it's got a little bit of gray in the blue. They call it sky blue, but I don't really think that describes it. Their normal blue is very blue, you know. But I wanted something a bit grayish blue, and I really like this color a whole lot. I had a high vibe pickup installed on this one, but I'll be honest with you, I don't like it. So unfortunately, and I hate to even talk about this, but the guitar was sent to me with some real problems. I'm not going to detail what those were, but it got sent back graciously. They paid for the UPS. They accepted that, you know, there were flaws with it, and I just got it back today, which is why I'm doing this video. I've been waiting for this thing to come back. And they took care of the problem, so all credit to them. And they also, at my request, they couldn't do anything about the high vibe being mounted into the body, but I told them I didn't like it. So what I had is I have an under the saddle transducer pickup, a K&K contact pickup, I think is what it's called. And here there's a little wheel that controls the volume of the K&K. It's got a more natural sound, and I plan to do, I just bought an amp and a bunch of new pedals. I'm putting together a whole acoustic rig, basically modeled after Monty Montgomery. I really like his sound, so I'm going to try to get something close to that. And yeah, so it's still got the high vibe jacks on it, but now only the output one works as it's wired to the K&K. So I'm sort of stuck with this in there now, but this is great. Got my tuner sitting on the end here. Let me take that off. Peterson strobe tuner, by the way, also a new little toy, very cool. But it's just beautiful, and it'll probably start featuring a lot on the channel because it's just super duper cool. So it's my 2022 Emerald Custom X20. Last but certainly not least, my favorite guitar in the whole wide world, the guitar that I've used in at least 80 or so of the 100 videos I've done. This is my 2000, I think it's a 2005. I bought it new. I'm the original owner of this. I think it's 2005. This is a carbon fiber Composite Acoustics Vintage Legacy. These are very rare. I've never seen another one on Reverb or eBay, and I've looked high and low. If I ever see another one, I'll buy it instantly. The Legacies you can find, but the Vintage Legacies you can't. I don't really know what the difference is, but this is the greatest sounding acoustic guitar I've ever played. It's loud, it's balanced, it's perfect. It's got a great neck. I've played the fucking shit out of this guitar. I've even had it refretted. That's how much I've played it. So I don't know what to say about it, really. It's got a what is this here? LR Bags pickup that I never really used. I've had the saddle re-glued. That's come off once or twice. It's got, I think that's mother of pearl here. It might be fake. It could be fake, but if it's not, it's abalone or something real nice. Also abalone or mother of pearl inlays. The tuning peg. Just after I got it, like the day after I got it, I was staying with a friend who had Spanish tile floors, and it got knocked out. It fell out of the case and landed on the Spanish tile and broke the tuning peg. So on my drive back home, I stopped by my buddy's shop where I bought it, and he put this peg on. And I always thought if I ever had a signature guitar, I'd always have the D-string peg be a different color. But I don't think that I'm in any danger of getting my own custom signature model guitar ever. But yeah, it's amazing. I sometimes wish it was a cutaway, but in a way I'm glad it's not. Probably the way it sounds is due to just the way that it is. And I've used it, it became the default because it has fret markers, right? And before I started my channel, I was playing the red one a lot more. But now when I play the red one, I'm like more aware that the frets aren't that great on it, and this one is just perfect. So my number one guitar, my Old Faithful, if I could only keep one guitar forever, this would be it. And you know, look, those Emeralds are real nice. They feel amazing, but they don't sound anywhere near as good as this thing does. Every acoustic guitar I pick up, I'm disappointed in, because this one, to me, is really just where it's at. So I'm real lucky to own this, and I love it to death. My 2005 Composite Acoustics carbon fiber Legacy Vintage. So that's it, guys. That's my guitar collection. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching the last 99 videos, and I hope to bring you guys a lot more good stuff to come. And yeah, thanks. Take it easy. Bye.